Hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is Traylon Smith and you are tuned into YouthLine Live. I hope everybody is having a great day today. The weather is kind of weird outside. It's like weird, it's like a weird, like, I call it rainforest weather. It's like sunny, but not sunny. It's like, it's very warm but cold, but cloudy but rainy at the same time. So I don't know what to make of it. But besides that, if you guys are new to our show, we air every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Channel 76 right here in San Francisco. And today we have two special guests with us today. Hi, you guys. How are you?
Hi. I'm Natasha Lakdawala.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Yaritza Perez.
You guys want to introduce yourself and what you guys do?
Yep. I'm Yaritza. I'm a coding instructor and an advisory board member for DevMission.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a current student at DevMission.
Okay, so today we have, I should introduce this first, but today we have DevMission on the show with us. If you guys don't know what DevMission is, they're here to tell you guys. Can you guys tell us about DevMission and what it stands for?
Well, DevMission, we're a tech program. Basically, we teach youth 16 to 24 how to code, teach them hardware skills and career skills, just so they're more informed about how it is to get into tech if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you just learn career skills, you learn hardware parts of a computer, you learn coding, and you can really decide which one you like if you were pursuing a career in tech.
Right. What are some of the things that you guys learn when you guys go into DevMission?
I'm a coding instructor, so I learned coding on my own, so I went back to DevMission to teach some coding skills, but I definitely learned a lot of resume and just networking skills, because I'd never been into basically an interview. I'd never known what a resume was because I joined at like 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Yeah. Not everyone knows how to interview when they first get anywhere. I mean, I still don't know how to interview, and I'm your host. Well, to a certain extent in a private room, but you know. What stuff are you learning as well? Because she's teaching a lot of the coding. What are you receiving from it?
So I've learned CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. So I've made my own website, which I've never done in the past, which is really cool. I've opened up a computer, learned what
done that yet. Check that off your bucket list.
Learned what a CPU was, learned what a RAM, optical drive, words that I've never heard in my life, and now I can literally tell you exactly what it is.
Nice. That's one of the things on my bucket list, is to actually open up a computer, because a lot of people are like, I open up a computer and that's what that is, and that's what that is, that's what that wire means. I'm like, what is that? So I really think that's really one of the cool things that you guys learn at DevMission. So one of the main questions that I have for you guys is, how did you guys get involved with DevMission, and why are you still involved, basically, if you are past the time?
Okay, I got involved with DevMission because of Yaritza. We were both studying computer science at San Francisco State University, and she introduced me to Leo, the founder of DevMission. And I'm still involved because I've learned a lot of new things, such as hardware and stuff, and I'm about to graduate. So
nice. Give her a snap of applause. That's the kind of thing that I should tell you guys at my organization in here. We snap to show appreciation. How did you get involved with DevMission, or why are you still involved? What makes you happy to come in every day?
I met Leo, I guess, 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, almost 3. I didn't know anything about coding or hardware at all, and he just basically taught me a lot of tech skills that I didn't know I was into.
Right.
So we started doing some meetups after, basically the program he was running beforehand. And through there, I wanted to help expand, so we thought of DevMission, and we just went on from there, found our mentor, Curtis, and basically built what we have today.
Nice. It sounds like you're really passionate about what you do. And speaking of the passion, what is one of the biggest things that you've learned so far with being involved with DevMission? I know you guys learn a lot of different skills that I cannot keep up with right now. I can't fathom. But what is one of the biggest skills that you guys...
important, feature in the tech industry, and so we learn about it. Like, when you network and you get to know people, it really helps you get a job in the tech industry, and you get good recommendations from your people.
Yeah, she basically took it from me too. Yeah, that's how I met my mentor that I have today. I kept mentioning Curtis. He works at Uber. He's great. if ever I'm like in a emergency, like if I need to know how to negotiate my salary, I'm just like, Curtis, and he's like, I got you, here's something to read, like, you're fine, breathe. So I guess making connections in that way really helped me grow, you know.
Because it took me a while to learn how to make connections, and that's a really good thing and a really good tip to learn, because I didn't know what LinkedIn was until until I was 18.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what's LinkedIn? What is that? Am I an adult now? Is that what being an adult feels like? So that's a real good key skill. What are some of the places that you guys have gone, and what are some of the places that you guys have visited that you've learned these skills?
We've gone to Microsoft, Pinterest, Google,
Dropbox.
yes,
ABC. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you guys have actually met professionals, which a lot of people haven't, because I know that I'm not really exposed on a daily basis to meet professionals of that sort. So I want to give you guys a round of applause for that, because that's really a special thing. Because that's not an everyday thing that a lot of people do, and that ties back into the networking thing. Networking is really important, especially like you said, for the tech industry, because you're not gonna know what people do or how to get there without talking to somebody in the tech industry. What is a typical day like at Dev Mission, or a week if you go every day, all day, every day?
I go once a week. Again, Thursdays I teach, so I'm there from 1 to 5. And I give them like a 30-minute break. So I lecture in the beginning, and then I help them finish their online portfolio, which I call their website.
I go every week. So on Mondays we do hardware. We're opening up computers, tearing apart laptops, and then putting them back together, crimping wires. On Tuesdays we're building our resume, updating our resume through LinkedIn, learning career skills that are needed. And then on Thursdays, we're learning coding, like JavaScript, HTML, fixing up our websites. And then on Fridays, we go to corporate site visits.
Which one is your favorite day of the week, if you have one?
Fridays.
Fridays.
Why is that?
You get to really see what a tech working environment is, and you get to really meet the people, talk to them about their roles in the tech industry, which I find really cool.
Right. Is there a specific career that you want to go into, like with coding? Is it engineering? Is it like you want to do like software security? Is there anything specific that you know that you want to go into when you leave Dev Mission, or when you leave from whatever the case may be? Like, because I heard you guys go to state. So what career path do you want to go into?
I really want to do either front end, so fixing up like what you see on a website, or full stack, which is basically I'm gonna make your button look really pretty, but when you click on it, like I know where to go. So like dealing with the information, but also making it look nice.
Nice.
I want to become a software engineer, so building apps like that are launched in the Play Store, or like her doing a front end web developer.
Ooh, nice. I always thought about making an app for myself. If you guys would make yourself an app for anything, what would it be?
I have this thing called the Passion Project. I built it because I have like severe test anxiety, so it's like a little Chrome extension that you can click on, and it's like it'll give you a timeline of stuff that'll calm you down. So that was something that I'm like really passionate about working on.
That's nice.
I want to make a fashion app, actually.
Yes.
You know, so it's like when you're stuck on an outfit. Let's say you want an outfit for like a rainy day, and you know what jeans you want to wear, but you don't know what top would look cute with it. So the app would tell you which kind of top, what color top would look cute with it.
That's
So,
nice, because I have not found that yet. There's a lot of apps out here that you could just take a picture of your clothes in your closet, and sometimes you're just like not in the mood, or some of your clothes in your closet, you just like it takes a long time, and then you get careless with the picture. So I feel like that's a really nice thing to have. I would like to invest in that if you ever was to have it. So I just have to say that. If you ever create that, let me know. Don't be for that, because I really want to download that. Where do you guys see yourself right after the program, 5 years and 10 years after the program? I know that's like a big thing to think about. It's a long timeline. I'm not expecting you to know exactly, but I want to know where you think that you want to go. Like, where do you see yourself going? And right after you finish the program, or right after you done teaching the program, 5 years after the program, 10 years after the program?
right after the program, I really want to work at a tech company. Right now, I'm looking into Pinterest. Yeah, so I really like Pinterest. 5 years from now, hopefully get enough experience to apply to become a developer advocate, which basically you go out into your community and you teach people how to use technology. So it's like if I know something really well, I can come back and teach Natasha or her wherever she works, and it'd be really nice.
Right.
Right after the program, I want to stay as an intern because I still want to be associated with the program. I want to become a teacher like her.
Ooh.
Yeah, I admire her work. After 5 years, I want to say, in 5 years, I see myself as a software engineer, you know, getting that app ready, hopefully for Apple, which is one of my favorite tech companies. And then 10 years, I want to make my own nonprofit organization because I really like what Leo's doing. I support what he's doing, so I want to do that as well.
That's nice. Do you have a name thought out?
No, not
We'll
yet.
get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
I understand. Big business. But another question I wanted to ask is there any, basically this is a shout out point, like is there anybody that you will take, like anybody that you will talk to after the program or anything that you want to give a shout out to right now? I know it's a lot to think about. You're like, oh, there's so many people I want to give a shout out to. You can give a shout out to everybody. But basically, because the question initially was like, is there anybody that you network with that you would like to take, that you would take with you after the program? But I know it's a lot of people that you network with, so we might as well just make a shout out. We might as well. So speak your piece.
I definitely want to say thanks to like Leo, and I'm gonna mention again Curtis. They've helped me a lot, both like grow in my tech skills and in just like personally. Like I came in working with Leo at like, again, 18, I'm now 20, teaching code, which I never thought I would do. So yeah, thanks Leo, thanks Curtis.
I want to give a shout out to my family for always being so supportive. Second shout out would be Leo. Of course, like he's one of the main reasons why I'm in the program. I've met so many people I never thought I would meet, and just for giving me the opportunity to make my own website. Like I never thought I would make my own website and it would be hosted live. So yeah, shout out to you, Leo.
What is some advice that you give to future generations of tech that you've learned, that you wish that you've learned at a certain point, or that you want to pass on at some point? What is some advice that you give people that you want to give people in the future when it comes to tech?
I guess it's really cheesy, but like not to give up when things get hard, because everything in tech is super hard, and if you give up too easily, you're not gonna get anywhere. Especially with coding, it's very difficult to do, so you get stuck a lot, and if you get discouraged, like that's you should learn how to get better at that, because the more you see it, the more comfortable you get. I used to be really bad at math, but the more I saw it, the better I got at it. So just keep doing it. Trust me, it'll get better. After 5 minutes, just go take a walk, and you can come back.
Go air out.
Yeah.
Come back.
Spill some steam. Yeah.
That was my advice. Don't give up, just because I feel like I've given up so many times in the past with coding. But like it is hard. Like she said, it's very hard to understand, especially if you've never been exposed to it. But yeah, just like take a walk, redo it until you get it. Like practice makes perfect, and it really does.
Right, because you don't initially get anything off the bat. Because I know, me being in my program, that it's very hard to just stay on track for certain things, and I totally get it. Like sometimes you're like, I just want to quit. I don't need this, but you really do need it. You know, at the end of the day. So, thank you guys for the advice. Thank you guys for passing down your knowledge of the topic. I'm trying to ask this question in a way that it's not very all over the place, but basically, is there anything that you want to learn more that you would like to get into as far as tech? Like, I know tech is a wide range of, it's hard to answer this question because it's so big, but tech is a wide range of things from coding to like, you know, engineering, which is a branch of that, to you know, like right now what I'm doing, producing a show. Is there anything that you're curious of doing in the future, just for fun or just to try out, just anything that you're curious to dab in? And I know I get it. I totally get it. Like whether that's radio production or anything like that. Because I really wanted to know, like, is there anything that you would like to try out? Like, so other people can know, like, it's not one. Because a lot of people think that tech is just like straight up coding. Yeah. That's it. Like, is there anything else that you would like to get into so people can know that tech is more versatile?
Definitely, like, it's kind of what you're doing with media, but I would do YouTube. So maybe like tutorials on like random things in tech. Like, hey, tech isn't just coding. You can do a lot of business in tech. You can do career skills in tech. Like, there's a wide range of things in tech.
Nice. So. You can get rich off of YouTube too. It's like, hey, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Hi, you guys.
Welcome back.
I want to make my own computer. Just because, you know how you always have problems, like, I don't know if I'm the only one that gets it, but it's like your computer storage is out of space and you have to delete some, and I don't want to delete my pictures.
No, right?
No. So I want to make my own computer because I know that was one of the options Leo had told us. He was like, if you make your own computer, you choose how much RAM is in it. You choose how much memory is in it. Right. So I want to make my own computer.
What is your perfect computer? That's the question.
Ooh. I would definitely say a lot of space. Just because I use a lot of apps and I store a lot of pictures in my phones. So I need a lot of space, yeah.
A lot of space. Would you say that you would try to be a person that come up with a never-ending battery to where things would just not die? Like if you was to make a laptop, would never die. Would that be an option? That
would definitely be an option, yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, let me get my laptop cord. And eventually I feel like every computer just like doesn't work without the laptop cord anymore. Like it's so weird. What is your perfect idea of a computer?
Just for what I do, again, long-lasting battery. I definitely need lots of space, and I need it to like run pretty quickly because I get tired of like the little loading screen. I'm just like,
the pinwheel.
Is it gonna let me grab some popcorn and see what happens? You know.
I hate that. Yeah. The pinwheel definitely just like, is it gonna ever end or do I need to restart this? Because like, I never understood that. Do you have a preference between Mac or PC?
I started with PC. I would definitely want to go back to PC, but Mac is definitely a lot more simpler. So I think I would go back to PC.
Is there a specific reason?
I think when I started off with PC, it made me think a little bit more than Mac. So I don't know. I like to be confused 99% of the time, so it's great.
Okay. Your preference?
My preference, I mean, I started off with a
PC?
Yeah, I started off with a PC. Starting college, I got a Mac. I want to stay with a Mac right now. Yeah, I want to stay with a Mac.
You said Apple was your favorite company.
Apple's my favorite company, so
shout out.
Yeah.
What was your first instance with tech, though? I forgot to ask you guys that. Besides that mission, I mean, a lot of people say that when they're kids, they worked on like, I don't know, Windows Paint when it was like the thing or whatever it is. What is your first instances of knowing that tech was actually a thing? And that's a hard one because you got to think back like, I was 5 years old when I first realized a mouse was a mouse.
Yeah. I definitely had those big, bulky computers, and I would play those, like, really simple, like, keyboard games, like how to type. That was, like, my first, like, tech experience. But as for, like, coding and all of that, that was definitely traveling to Facebook and seeing everything in there. Seeing, like, a bunch of code, super colorful. I'm like, what is that? I know it's English, but I can't read it.
I know how you accidentally click the button. You're like, oh, what is that HTML? What's that? Like, I always experienced that as a kid. What is your first instance?
My first instance would be, just like you said, the Windows Paint. I would always get on my brother's laptop and start painting. But I think what really got me into tech was when I was like in the 7th grade and like the first iPhone came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that touch screen, that beautiful phone. First time,
you can see the wires in the clear back.
Yeah.
That was an interesting time in life. I remember back then everyone was like, iPhones, we're gonna die. Robots are taking over the world. Yeah. Everyone always says that when new techs come out, robots are gonna take over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
But I totally get it, nonetheless. But Also, one last question I'm asking you guys. I promise I'm not going to probe you guys too much. Okay, I just really want to know you guys' experience. What was your first computer like?
Super big, super very little color. I remember that. Very clicky keyboards, and like super dusty, and the giant tower. That's all I remember.
Do you remember if it was like the Mac? You know, I know the old school Mac is just like this thick. You guys like this thick. But was it the Mac?
I think so. I can't remember. I was like 7. I was just super excited. I was like click, 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 click.
How about you?
Mine was like really big, really bulky, made a lot of noise. Yeah, it was just not pretty. It was just not a pretty computer compared to my Mac. Yeah.
Sleek.
Yeah.
Oh, sleek.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. Well, we are coming to the end of our show. I really want to give you guys a special thank you for coming on our show and giving your input on everything. I really appreciate everything that you gave, from giving us tech advice for the future to telling us about Dev Mission. I know I asked you guys already, but is there anything else that you would like to say to our viewers?
You always look at me first.
You guys can speak in unison. It's okay.
I guess. Dang, I'm like, I don't know what to say, but you guys should check out our website, devmission.org, if you do want to get involved. It doesn't just have to be about coding. It could be anything. Talk to Leo, he's great. If he doesn't know how to solve your problem, he knows someone who can solve your problem. So
exactly. Dev Mission is a really great program, and I really suggest that you guys get into it. That is the future generation, one of the future generations of tech, and one of the biggest ones in San Francisco right now on Rising. Like they say, if you guys want to visit their website, it's devmission.org. And also, you guys can visit our website, youthlinemedia.org, for anything that you want to see of YouthLine. I'm Trayvon, and thank you for tuning in to YouthLine Live. We'll see you next week.